you are all safe and fine. Due to this never before met situation, we are compelled to stay at home, so we need the online classes. I am taking business regulations. I think it is not familiar subject to you, but you are already studied in your previous classes the Consumer Protection Act. That type of studies are there in business regulations. Before taking my class, I telling you something. So many students think that it is a difficult subject, but in fact it is a simple and easy subject. Only one thing that you have the interest on it. You must learn and remember headings, acts, rules and regulations, etc. etc. Then we get the high score in your examination. We must know about the minimum laws of our country. As a commerce student, you must know about the business laws. That is why it is included in your syllabus. What is law? Law is the rule of external human actions enforced by the sovereign political country. പരമാധികാര രാഷ്ട്രത്തിലെ മനുഷ്യന്റെ ബാഹ്യ ഇടപെടലുകളെ കൺട്രോൾ ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ് എന്ത് ലോ എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. There is a principle. Inertia juris not excusat. It is a Latin word. Inertia juris not excusat. That means ignorance of law is not excused. Ignorance of law is punishable. So we must know the minimum laws of our country. There is no exceptions. There is no exceptions in respect of gender, in respect of literacy, in respect of illiteracy. All are equal in the eyes of law. There is no discrimination. Law is classified into two, national law and international law. International law, we are not going to study about international law because it is only meant for LLB students. So we are going to study about national law. National laws are classified into 6. First one, constitutional law. Constitutional law deals the nature of state and structure of government. Then second one, administrative law. Administrative law describes the powers and functions of the administration. Third one, personal law. Personal law only deals the personal cases, that is private law. Then next is also the private law, property law. Property based cases are deals in this law. Then the last final two, business law and industrial law. We are going to study about the business law. Business law concerns the right and obligations of mercantile transactions of the mercantile persons. Mercantile transactions ആണ് ബിസിനസ് ലോ ഡീൽ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ബിസിനസ് പരമായ കാര്യങ്ങൾ, കച്ചവടപരമായ കാര്യങ്ങളാണ് ബിസിനസ് ലോ ഡീൽ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. നാഷണൽ ലോ is civil law, international law criminal law. And our first chapter includes the topics, first law, then next business law, what are the classifications of law, what is the need for law. These are all includes in your first chapter. Then we will take the second chapter, Indian Contract Act 1872. Indian Contract Act 1872. In business law, there are so many contracts and agreements. So we are going to study about the contract acts. Now we studied about the Contract Act 1872. Indian Contract Act 1872. Indian Contract Act 1872 included the 4 parts. There are 266 sections in it. There are 266 sections. That sections are divided into 4. First one, general privileges of law of contract. Sections 1 to 75. Section 1 to 75 describes the general privileges of the law of contract. Then second one, contract related to Sale of Goods Act. Section 76 to 124 deals in it. Section Indian Contract Act, Section 76 to 124 deals the contract related to Sale of Goods Act. Sale of Goods Act ആണ് 176 to 124 വരെയുള്ള കോൺട്രാക്ട് ആക്ടുകൾ ഡീൽ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ഈ സെക്ഷൻസ് ആണ് ഡീൽ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. തേർഡ് വൺ, സ്പെഷ്യൽ കൈൻഡ്സ് ഓഫ് കോൺട്രാക്ട്. സ്പെഷ്യൽ കൈൻഡ്സ് ഓഫ് കോൺട്രാക്ട് ആണ് 125 to 238 വരെ ഡീൽ ചെയ്യുന്നത്. 125 to 238 വരെ ഡീൽ ചെയ്യുന്നത് സ്പെഷ്യൽ കൈൻഡ്സ് ഓഫ് കോൺട്രാക്ട്സുകളാണ്. ദെൻ ഫോർത്ത് വൺ, കോൺട്രാക്ട്സ് ഓഫ് പാർട്ട്ണർഷിപ്പ്. കോൺട്രാക്ട് റിലേറ്റഡ് ടു പാർട്ട്ണർഷിപ്പ് 239 മുതൽ 266 വരെ. Total 266 sections are there in 1872's Indian Contract Act. That is divided into 4. Special privileges, general privileges law 1 to 75. Contract related to Sale of Goods Act 76 to 124. Special kinds of contracts 125 to 238. Then Partnership Act 239 to 266. Indian Contract Act 1872 4 പാർട്സിൽ 4 ഭാഗങ്ങളിൽ Section 76 to 124 and Section 239 to 266 replaced later and 2 new acts are enacted. That acts are Sale of Goods Act 1930 and Partnership Act 1932. Sale of Goods Act 1930 and Partnership Act 1932. Let me explain. Indian Contract Act 1872 included the 266 sections. That 266 sections divided into 4. 1 to 75, 76 to 124, 125 to 238 and 239 to 266. But later 239 to 266 and 76 to 124 enacted, replaced and enacted new act. That is Sale of Goods Act 1930 and Partnership Act 1932. Then next, what is Indian Contract Act? What is a contract? Section 2H of the Indian Contract Act 1872 defines the contract. What is the contract? The contract is an agreement which is enforceable by law. The contract is an agreement which is enforceable by law is known as Indian contract. നിയമപ്രകാരം നടപ്പിലാക്കാൻ കഴിയുന്ന എഗ്രിമെന്റുകളെയാണ് എന്തു പറയുന്നത്? കോൺട്രാക്ട് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. Contract includes the agreements, so many agreements. Then we have to know about the agreement. Section 2E of Indian Contract Act defines the agreements. Agreements എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ every promise or a set of promises forming the consideration for each other is known as agreement. എല്ലാ പ്രോമിസുകളും അല്ലെങ്കിൽ എല്ലാ സെറ്റ് ഓഫ് പ്രോമിസുകളും പ്രതിഫലം ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ പ്രതിഫലത്തോട് കൂടിയിട്ടുള്ള എല്ലാ പ്രോമിസുകളും എന്താകുന്നു? അഗ്രിമെൻറ്റുകളാകുന്നു. All agreements are not contracts, but all contracts are agreements, because legally enforceable agreement is entered into the contract. Illegal agreements are not able to enter the contract. So, all agreements are not contract, all contracts are agreements. In an agreement, there have the identity of mind. In legal word, consciences ad ideum. All agreements will have the consciences ad ideum. That means identity of mind. Let me explain. I have 2 cars, a Maruti 800 and Swift. I want to sell one of my car to my friend. I informed him. But I wanted to sell my Maruti 800, but my friend wants to my Swift. There is no identity of mind. All things included the contracts or agreements will explain correctly. So, the agreements needs consciences ad ideum, that means identity of mind. We are studied law, business law, classifications of law, what is Indian Contract Act 1872 and agreement. Then the next class we will explain about the essentials of Indian Contract Act, essentials of a contract. Then see you next class. Thank you. Stay at home. Take care. Bye.